Hey guys, Rex here with iDrop News, and today I've got a pretty interesting video for you guys. We're looking at 5 things you didn't know your iPhone could do. Now for me, I've used an iPhone for years, but I was still surprised by a few of the things on this list. So let's get into it. First, did you know you can control your iPhone with your head? Well, you can. There's a special option built in that lets you use tilts of the head to make your iPhone do certain things. The feature is called Switch Control, and it can be found in the accessibility menu of the iPhone settings. So go to Settings, General, Accessibility, and then select Switch Control. Once you activate Switch Control, hit Switches to set up what's called a switch. Next, hit the camera and you'll have the option to set up what happens when you tilt your head to either the right or the left while you're looking at your iPhone. The feature uses the front-facing camera to tell which way you're tilting. So I'm going to select the notification center for a left head tilt and the home button for when I tilt my head to the right. Now obviously this is one of those features Apple includes for people with disabilities, but I don't know, it's one of those things I thought you might find a use for. So this next one may be a little more practical. How many times have you got home and realized you were supposed to do something when you left work, but just forgot about it? Well, you can set location-based reminders using the iPhone's built-in Reminders app. I admit I underuse this feature, but I've been making it a point lately to take advantage of it more, and it's really been helpful, and surprisingly accurate. Once you've set up a reminder like you normally do, hit the small eye with a circle around it and you'll get some more information about the reminder. From here you can switch on Remind Me at Location and then select Location. You can then set a location-based reminder to remind you to do something either when you leave a location or when you're arriving. My favorite little tweak Apple added here is the ability to adjust the size of the area for the reminder to activate. So if I need to do something after work, I can set a reminder for when I leave and make the general area bigger since I usually walk somewhere close to get lunch. That way the reminder won't go off until I actually get in my car and leave work for the day. Alright, next is teaching Siri how to pronounce things. Siri may be driving you nuts if you have a family member or a friend that you call a lot with a name that Siri just never pronounces right. Well, all you have to do is correct her. So for example, let's say I want to get Siri to stop calling my friend Conan. Well, if you just press the microphone and tell Siri that that's not how you pronounce it, you'll go through a list of options where you can set up exactly how you want Siri to pronounce that name. So if you like to fall asleep listening to music, podcasts, comedy skits, or whatever you're into, you may not know that you can use the iPhone's built-in clock app to set a sleep timer for your media. While your music is playing, open the clock app and tap the timer button at the bottom, decide how long you want to listen, and then select when the timer ends, and then here you scroll all the way down to the bottom and select Stop Playing. Then tap Set and then Start, and voila! Your music will stop playing whenever the timer runs out. So this last tip takes advantage of 3D Touch on the iPhone 6s or 6s Plus, so you can only use it with those devices, but that is using 3D Touch to turn the keyboard into a cursor so that you can quickly move around and select text. So I recently did a video on 5 3D Touch tips, and this one just didn't quite make the cut, but I thought it was worth mentioning here. Holding on the screen to get the magnifying glass to pop up and then moving the cursor around that way is just a headache. So this new feature has been a huge time saver. Simply press on the keyboard anywhere in the device to turn it into a trackpad, and you can slide the cursor around anywhere you want. Once you're in trackpad mode, if you let off a little pressure and then reapply it, you can highlight a single word and then scroll around to highlight more. This one makes typing emails, messages, or notes so much easier. Well, that's it for this one, guys. If you want another video with more iPhone tips you may not know about, let me know in the comments. And as always, keep it locked right here to iDrop News for more, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.